Hi everybody, this is Mr. Mulligan and Delaney.
Hi.
And Delaney decided to help me make a movie because I wanted to show you guys what we use for our composting system at our house. When we first moved here, we did something really simple and just dumped everything in a pile in the woods. And after a while, we got a little bit more involved and we did a 3-bin system. There are other systems that you can use. This is the one that works well for us. Between mowing and taking up leaves and weeding, we end up with a lot of yard waste. So the question is, where does it go?
Trash truck picks it up and brings it to a landfill. What a waste.
Our early compost pile was just that, a pile. There wasn't much of a system to it. Compost is really good to use in the yard, and we wanted something that would work better for us than just the pile. So I found this system online. So the first bin is where I put all the scraps. So things we have in here are like leaves. And you can see like when I mow the lawn, right, there's grass clippings. But then also we put kitchen scraps. Like this actually fell off our apple tree. It's not a kitchen scrap, but stuff like this can all go in here.
Container thing? Can you see? Are you going to be able to get it when I put it in the other thing? Can you see the container? Okay. Remove the camera. Rinse. Here, watch. Riley, can you time 15 minutes for the egg? Get a little shot in there. Okay, now, this again. Okay, ready? Not so junk, clean up. Clean up.
So as you can see, we really like to cook. Frankly, I really like to eat. But a lot of the things that are scraps here don't need to go in the trash. They're just going to end up in a landfill like Delaney said earlier. Instead, we put them in our compost bin and they can break down and be used in the soil. Done. More grass leaves. And as you can see, you can look at it and tell what all the parts are, right? And so what happens is over time, this stuff will break down. In fact, I filled this last week when I mowed, and when I came back this week, it was only half full because things had started to compress and decompose. Watch, Avery. Ready? Look how the layers.
You want to go touch it?
Right, look.
I'm going to go touch it.
Now I've added more. So when this gets full, like really full, what will happen is we'll want to turn it because you need a couple things. You need water and you need decomposers and you need oxygen to get this process going. Part of the benefit of this 3-bin system is that you're regularly moving the material from one bin to the other. This adds oxygen and it moves things from the outside of the pile to the inside of the pile where they can further decompose. So this is what it looks like after I turn the pile into here. This is what it ends up looking like, and you can see that it started to decompose. There are actually parts that are turning like to dirt, right? You can't really entirely tell what this all is. Right? So this has started to break down. It still needs more time. And the more it breaks down, the better for us. Okay? So this is bin 2. Once that one fills, I turn it into here with a pitchfork. And then after a bit of time, this will get turned into the 3rd bin. And you guys can see it's a lot lower, but essentially you can see how much it breaks down. And you're starting to not entirely be able to tell what's what. I mean, yeah, you can see an acorn and a stick, and you can see some leaves, but it's really starting to break down. And so what's going to happen is we'll leave this to decompose longer, and over time what's going to happen is it's just going to break down more and more until eventually it becomes dirt. Look at this. Look at that. What's that? Can you tell? Ew.
Yogurt
That looks,
wrapper.
yeah, yogurt wrapper. So that's plastic. That will not decompose here. And so when I go to use this in the yard, I'll put it through a sifter, and it will take out big pieces like the sticks. And I have 3 bins so that once this one gets used up, once it breaks down and we start using it in the yard and it's empty, I turn bin 2 into bin 3. And then I turn bin 1 into bin 2, and then I fill bin 1 again. Boom. Hi.
Hi.
Decomposers.
Decomposers.
Composting happens naturally in the woods. There, we just call it decomposition. We've studied how decomposers can help to break things down. We're just using composting to help take charge of this process and to be able to reuse the materials. So you got sticks and acorns and leaves and all of this stuff, that soil, was all broken down from those. Ow! Acorn. Right? So all of this dirt, or a lot of this dirt, is just broken down material. If you come over here, look at this log. And you can see it, it's breaking right apart. Right? The decomposers at work there. And they're breaking everything down. Otherwise, this would sit here forever. Look at that. That's all a tree stump that's decomposing all the time. Here's another tree that's just fallen in the woods. It's the same thing that's happening all out there, right? All on the forest floor. There's decomposition happening. We saw the mushrooms down there, they're decomposers. And then there are decomposers that you can't really see. But these are growing on something. I don't want to disrupt them too much, but they're growing on something. And they're causing that something to break down, whatever it is. So that's what you're going to find happening on the forest floor. It's going to break down. And when we do it with the composting, it's because we have stuff from the yard or stuff from the kitchen that we want to get rid of. But we also want to essentially reuse it. Instead of buying compost or buying dirt, we're making our own dirt. Because soil, dirt, is made up of a few things. It's inorganic material, so like broken down rocks and sand, and then organic material, which is broken down plants and animals, and then water and air. And those are the 4 parts of soil that you need to have. We're mostly focusing on the organic stuff up here. We have plenty of inorganic stuff that we'll mix this with, and then we'll water the plants and they'll get air, and all of that will become part of what we're making here. Okay?
Okay.
There are all different designs for composting systems, from the simple dump it in a pile and let it do its thing, to the setup like I have with a 3-bin system. There are even store-bought options with drums that you can add things to and crank them, and they'll rotate every so often. But whatever design you want to use, remember, what it comes down to is you have decomposers at work taking care of breaking down things that were once living. I hope you guys enjoyed our video, and I want to thank Delaney for teaching me how to do this. It was really a whole lot of fun.
Hi, bye.
Okay, she just said hi at the end of a video. That means it's time to go to bed. Go to bed, Delaney.